Tuesday, April the 3rd, 2018, to you. Finally, I can write about Cambridge Analytica. I know it has been 2 weeks since the scandal unfolded, but as you may have guessed, it is too complicated to have a robust opinion when facts are changing on a daily and even hourly basis. Bluntly speaking, the main story has hitherto gone as follows. Professor Alexander Kogan, a data scientist at Cambridge University, developed an app called This Is Your Digital Life, which was provided to Cambridge Analytica. In turn, that conservative British consulting firm arranged an informed consent process for research in which several 100,000 Facebook users would agree to complete a survey only for academic use. However, Facebook's design allowed the app to not only collect the personal data of people who agreed to take the survey, but also the information of all the users' Facebook's social network. In this way, Cambridge Analytica acquired data for 50 million users. Overall, about 270,000 fellows took the goddamned survey. That psychological data was indeed useful. As Professor Michał Kosinski showed, by their likes, people can be profiled better than friends and relatives can do. That said, the big amount of information was used in many electoral processes worldwide, including the Brexit referendum and the latest US general election. President Trump's former advisor and former friend, Mr. Steve Bannon, was one of Cambridge Analytica's founders. This scandal brought about CEO Mr. Alexander Nix's dismissal. Mr. Christopher Wiley, the whistleblower, is still leaking information. As for Facebook, it has lost over $120 billion since February the 1st, 20% of the company's market value. Furthermore, many voices are even suggesting Mr. Mark Zuckerberg's resignation as head of Facebook. First of all, Facebook is a valuable social network whose services are too useful perhaps, for both customers and businesses. People have been willing to give up some privacy in exchange of those benefits in terms of time saving. On the other hand, a lack of privacy is by no means something new. Indeed, when people used to dwell in villages, everyone knew who was doing what. Like Mr. Marshall McLuhan said, we are living in the global village. We forgot how to be villagers, maybe. Secondly, why should not politics be treated like any other product? Simply because it is not. I already wrote that citizens are willing to give up privacy in exchange of saving time. Precisely, it takes too much time to get enough heuristics to make a choice which affects your society. Facebook users did not bother to read the app's terms and conditions. They were not fully aware when they clicked the like button either. Time saving too often leads people to reason in terms of their prejudices instead of objective facts. People are not concerned when they are wrong, as long as they are not affected by their mistakes. So if I buy a Tesla car, I do not care if I took the wrong decision until I find out that, say, my new car lacks of autonomy. Still, it could be my own mistake. Unfortunately, politics does not feature such exclusion in consumption. The way we choose definitely affects other citizens, including those who cannot make their own choices, like future people. Brexit will affect future unborn British citizens by curtailing their integration into a wider structure like European Union. As for Mr. Trump's election, it remains to be seen whether future Americans will judge their ancestors' eventual lack of wisdom. In short, we need a new social contract. We must reach an agreement through which people's freedom could be protected not only from fellows like Mr. Putin or Mr. Xi, but also from people themselves. We can't be even worse especially when people are not reasoning as people. The world is still on.